I was posing for that freeze frame that happens when you go live, I think, because a lot of times I'm looking crazy. So I wanted to try to be cute. Let's see if it's showing up because this is the song that's playing in my head. It's playing. Can y'all hear me? Oh, I don't know if y'all can hear me. Oh, let me hear the sound. Oh, y'all can. Okay. This is the song that's playing in my head. Let me hear the sound. And see if I can hear it. I know I probably can't play this that long. Yeah. It was playing in my head. Will come again. All right, I'm gonna stop it because I know I'm not monetized yet, and I know you can't play too much of a song, but that has been in my head while I went live a little earlier, and then I said, no, I'm gonna take it off. And I got two messages, well, two people. I saw you live, blah blah blah, and I was like, I deleted it because I felt like I started sharing some personal stuff. I was like, I don't think anybody is really interested. I don't know why this particular live is making me feel this way. Number one is it later than I normally would go live, and yeah, and I'm streaming in two places. So I was like, I do want to go live to talk about I have YouTube on there, and there's a story behind it. You're in the house. Hey, hi, John Logic and friends. So I'm glad you're in the house. You're a part of this story. And so you are a real big part of this story, actually. Y'all follow his YouTube, okay? Because there's so many layers to his story. And that's why I was like, nobody is in a position to judge anyone. And we should all be trying to support each other. But Montaigne was here when I did some of my first live streams on Facebook after being, raised in Nubia for a few years. And I was so nervous, so self-conscious. Self-esteem was, and so I think it really takes a level of confidence to even want to be in front of the video and talking to people, unknown people, having people look at you and whatever thoughts. And now I'm like, whatever, let them think. But I still carry some of that with me. But the reason why this is all relevant is because I was still determined to go live. I had information I wanted to talk about. And if anyone has followed me on my YouTube channels, my YouTube channel, the first one, I used to be on YouTube whispering like this, shy, clearly younger, clearly smaller. My face, as you see my face, and I was like, hi everyone, I'm gonna talk about how to get, I'll be talking about my hair. I started YouTube when YouTube was still kind of new. And so I was coining this microlocks, which now I talk about all the time. It's a big part of my business. But there was no one talking about it on YouTube to any real extent. So when I came out, I started getting a lot of views and I started getting monetized. I didn't know what that meant. I was just doing something for fun. I was doing styling tutorials and all these different things. I started the YouTube before I had Nubia. Oh, dang, you got me a lot of comments on here. And so, when you don't have a child and you're in your 20s and you have a business or whatever, you have way more time and energy to do all those things. It'll be in my book, but long story short, once I had Nubia, it felt like everything fell out from under me. And a big part of that was my passion that I have for my business I was building and the free time that I had to do all these little YouTube videos. And there wasn't really no strategy behind it. I was just like, doing styling demos. They can't find me on iRant Network or the Ranters Union. Of course, iRant on Roku. Yes, if y'all have Roku TV right now, you put iRant and you'll see his whole network. And you might see a familiar face on there one day soon, talking about hopefully some things that be interested. So check out iRant on Roku. Jess, you gotta let us love on you and don't trip over your nerves. Yeah. I also, because I'm like, I don't want to talk to myself because like the views go up and down. I didn't schedule this out. I didn't prep anybody. I'm just going live randomly. Let's go. Hold on. I just burped. That's so rude. And so because I mean, first of all, this gum has to go because that's what's making me burp. All right, I appreciate that. Okay. I was looking one of your first vlog. Yes. We're going, yes. Soon. Yeah. We are all human. We're all human. And I think we all have stories that can inspire each other. So a reason why I am on this is because I'm going to show y'all. So people were like, why aren't you making any more videos? And I couldn't tell people at the time because I was very embarrassed and very basically just in fight, like survival mode. And it was like, I have to survive. Like I'm grinding constantly. I'm working constantly. I'm booking clients. I'm doing therapy. I was doing part-time, full-time, all types of work and carrying my business with the child and going through some really hard things that I'll talk more about another time. But I've shared some of it on here. And you don't really feel like you have a strong, well, you don't have a strong support system or a healthy one. You have to be everything. So I didn't have time to get on YouTube and be like, okay, yeah, what style are we gonna do today? And so I was like, that's the last thing I want to do. I gotta do what I need to do to survive with my child. And so I lost my monetization over YouTube. I didn't even know I was monetized. I just I think, I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention, but I did get checks and they were several $100 checks from Google. And then it was maybe like almost $1,000 like within a month. And that was just passive, me not even knowing. I was just making videos. And then it went away because I stopped making videos. I think you have to keep up your momentum. So I was like, well, and my YouTube channel only at that time, even at that time, only had like a 1,200 or 1,000 or something like it. It was over 1,000, but it wasn't that much over. And so, oh my God, we all burp. Facts, you do a lot. We all do a lot. A lot of us do a lot. And I want to be that voice for people. Like, I think a lot of us do a lot that is not fair either. Like, I don't want to say not fair, but I feel like some of us don't want to sound like we're complaining, or some of us feel like we got to be like perfect or super people, or if you say too much that you need help, or we don't ask for help. A lot of us, I think people need to be more understanding of other people because there's actually probably a lot more in common, instead of just judging it. Somebody's not showing up the way you think they should show up, that they could actually be going through some heavy stuff and still come up here with a smile. Because when I did do my couple of YouTube videos, I was full of smiles, but I was so depressed. I self-diagnosed. I'm a mental health professional myself who self-diagnosed and found therapy for myself. I was like, this is not normal. And I was saying, I have to show up. I tried to show up, and it was just my videos were not, they weren't doing, moving. It took so much energy to even do that. It was just like, it was hard. So what I do want to say was, when you are determined to you can resurrect anything, right? I'm not trying to show y'all this stuff to brag. When I'm asking y'all, first of all, if y'all do like my channel, to watch a couple videos to push me back into monetization, because I'm very close and I didn't even pay attention to it until YouTube started telling me, hey, you're hitting milestones. Your channel's growing fast. And I'm like, what? There's no dead channel. Like, I started to get more strategy behind it in 2020 with my program. But I was like, I didn't really have any hope that it was going to be, that was going to, so let me show y'all my channel, because if y'all want to follow it, is Jessica, CEO, NBHC Micro Lock Mastery, right? But can we get a show a week? I do go live every week. And even if, here's the thing I don't want people to get tripped over. First of all, I had to stop worrying about how many likes and views, because what people don't see publicly, they don't see what's private. So don't judge a business or someone's success with how many likes or views. There's people broke as a joke who got tens of thousands of followers and likes on the Instagram or whatever. And I got my little, what do I have? 3,100. I don't even know how many on Instagram. And the inboxes and the income and the new students and the impact is so much more valuable than a damn like. I could care less. So I'm like, maybe I don't even, you got to feed and grow where it is. But I also used to have a hard time with it. And I'm still moving through that. But I used to be like all torn up about it. Then I started to say, wait a minute, these outside numbers and things aren't, they aren't representative of my value and worth. What's more representative is the impact and what the success stories are. And there's always people that are very, very appreciative of what you do. So I want to say that. So algorithms and all that can really trip people up and really have people. And that's why I say on the other end, don't think that business or that brand or whatever is successful. Likes don't equal money. Likes don't equal nothing but likes. And a lot of times people buy their likes. I don't buy a like, period. So when you see them numbers, those are real numbers. And I'm happy to say those are real numbers. I'd rather have 3,000 real people than 20,000 robots and bots liking my stuff just so I could grow it. So I lost the monetization, whatever. I started using this strategy to start to promote my online courses that many you may or may not know, but it's a big part of my business. My business is Naturally Beautiful Hair Care, but Michael Lock Mastery. Michael Locks.coins out of Brooklyn, New York. You're going to hear a lot more about that. I used to not talk about it as much because I was just like, I don't know. I started getting into this is my business. This is helping so many people, hundreds of people all over the world. I made such an impact in this industry. I don't need people to tell me, give me an award, honor me. You got to know who you are, got to know your value. And if you're creating a channel or whatever, just keep at it, because I told y'all I had 1,000 or whatever. So this is, I got to go to YouTube Studio. And I was just like, what a boost of confidence. Behind the scenes numbers, they or what a matter. I just got another like on. Thank you, whoever did that. I don't compare myself to others because I know enough about human hive mentality to know there's just a lot of stuff I know about psychology. So I just like to have value. And so to know that I got almost let's say 14,000 views in the last 28 days, constantly growing in views and subscribers and watch time, and that matters more to me. But because I'm asking y'all, I want y'all to see something. Okay, y'all can't see these numbers, and I keep forgetting y'all can't see. Make it bigger. It's not about the views, it's about the retention and quality of viewers. Yes. Okay, Montaigne, can you take a look at, okay, where is it? Earn. When I saw this, my eligibility is so close to get back to earning, right? I was like, well, let me take that off. It's a matter of all free watching. That's all people need to do is just watch. If you like any of the content, any of the videos, or you know somebody that could benefit, and I appreciate people that share my content. It helps this, and I am so close to 3,000 public watch hours in 365 days. So it looks like I will probably meet this probably in some time in November, but I just want to share because sometimes we don't talk about our business or talk about our stuff on the platforms we need to be talking about it because we don't want to be judged or because we don't want whatever it is. But I just wanted to share that. And when I went on my channel, Montaigne, let me find a video that you're on, and then I'll make this bigger again. So as a social worker who had a natural hair business side hustle, I started, I was doing events with mixers, panel discussions, and I also hit the streets and interviewed men and Black men on their thoughts of Black women's natural hair. And so Montaigne is a big part of that. I'm trying to find, I didn't go here. And my channel, multitasking is not my strong thing. Okay, so then I go to videos, and then So a lot of my video content is hair. It's the hair. It's the hair business. This is my business that feeds me and my baby. It's my business I'm passionate about. It's the branding and of a segment of an industry that I have a lot of influence on, a lot of contribution towards. And I have, I think a part of it is us being confident in knowing our voice of what we're saying is valuable, is making valuable contributions. Don't need outside validations for that besides the people who are benefiting from it and appreciate and value it. So their feedback. So that's largely what my channel is about, and I'm fine with that. I think initially people came to my channel because of the hair, because I was doing these little demos. Um, and don't worry about low views, high views. You'll have one or two breakout videos that are going to be like um, the ones that like 13K views 10 years ago. And that video was Montaigne's Brothers That Love Sisters with Natural Hair was my brother. Am I saying you actually, out of the guys' videos, you got the one higher views? It's 11 years ago. Can y'all hear me okay too? Because my mic is not plugged in. Hold on. Higher views. It's 11 years ago. Okay, yeah. I had to unplug the mic so I could play that music in the beginning. And so this is just for sure. I interviewed you at a party. I'll make a playlist and let it play. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is what I do for other people. When they're like, hey, I'm like, because your success is my success. But just because it is directly connected to Montaigne. He's the one commenting, Logic. Hold on, let me see what he had to say. Hi, how are you?
Hey, Massic, also known as Logic, to my friends and family.
Okay. And hold on. My Spectrum bootleg internet is terrible when I play videos. Hold on. Yeah, this is the party I interviewed him at. So I'm just giving it a second and then I'm gonna play it again. But Montaigne, look how fuzzy you look. Okay, let me make this bigger. I was on my iPhone. Okay. Oh man, this is 11. This is before our children. Okay. So let me let it play. Where do you reside? Where are you from? Okay. And can you tell us and any of the ladies watching why you love us with our natural hair?
I love natural everything on my women. You know what I mean? I don't like too much makeup. I love when a girl wears her natural hair. You know what I mean? I don't discriminate on girls that, made for pose in their hair and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, I'd rather it's natural. Right. Natural is usually better. Because, to falsify yourself is not always the best option.
Okay, so what do you do for a living? What's your background?
I'm a youth advocate as well as a filmmaker.
Okay, great. And do you currently date a woman with natural hair?
Yes, I do.
And how does she wear her hair?
Well, she cuts it every once in a blue, but she pretty much lets it down. But she's going to work to twist it up. I'm not really a hairstylist, so I don't know the names of the designs or how she does what she does. But she puts it up. She lets it down, like the metaphor says when she's chilling.
Yeah. Is that one of the reasons why you were attracted to her? What was one of the reasons?
I was attracted to her just because of the energy that came from her. I met her. We met. It was a nice, it was a nice day. She was new to New York. I noticed, being a born and raised New Yorker. So I hopped on an opportunity for you scumbags out there to jump on it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we possibly will see you on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to make it. I got a flyer around here.
Yes, you have the flyer.
Okay, that's not the flyer. You might have to edit this.
It's okay. This is raw, uncut material, guys.
Uncut material.
This is unscripted.
Brothers That Love Sisters with Natural Hair.
Yes, he has the flyer. And hopefully we'll see him out on Saturday.
Yeah, most likely you see me there. Right?
Yes.
Stay tuned.
All right.
I'll probably bring my cameras through and give you a little push.
Yes, definitely. We love that you love us with our natural hair. Keep doing your thing.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. Oh my 10, look how young you look. Hold on, I gotta get off the thing. That was so I haven't seen that video in like 11 years. But that's Montaigne. Who is he's John Logic and Friends commenting. Yeah, so I was promoting for a mixer, but those are the things that as a okay, social worker first, side hustle business, hair business on the side. I actually had an interest in hair way before I even wanted to be a social worker. And so when I was doing events, bringing men into the discussion, and I hadn't heard anyone doing it before. And it was in Brooklyn, and we were at several places on Fulton Street. So before the events, I would go around. I even got Umar Johnson did interview for me, and I don't know why it's not on my YouTube. He was like, support this sister's event. Because and Umar and I were on a panel together. Like me and Umar used to run in the same kind of circles, but I used to get just men to give me your perspective that love and appreciate Black women. And so that's how my channel started. And it was also me going to hair shows and different things like that. So, if I don't want, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to, here we go. Um, I don't want people to, I want people to, like, if this connects with you, if you want to know, like, oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, I know someone interested in this. Y'all, honestly, my daughter's in this a lot. We have children, and there's a lot of history behind why I continued with this, but it was really like to be a voice, to give people a voice, to speak um, topics that I felt were relevant and helpful. I got a little slideshow thing out here. I did some little roller says, but I had interviewed, who is that? I don't know who that is. His lips is looking real big in that thumbnail. Can y'all see it? But Montaigne, his interview was good, and I interviewed a couple of other guys on here. Oh my god, I was doing extensions on Slocks back 12 years ago, over 12 years ago, at hair shows, and so that's when I was like, well, let me keep going with the hair. Let me keep going with the hair. But anyway, um, I don't share too much about this YouTube and things as much as I should on my regular Facebook page. I have other pages and other things where I share this information, but I feel like, what, share it. I don't care if people have interests and passions that seem to be so far fetched, so different, share it. Is a part of you. If it's your passion, it makes up who you are. And I think that put in enough time now with over 15 years of talking about the same topic in my business that I should be confident enough to share and ask, hey, is anyone that isn't connected to any of my other platforms that might be interested in this information? I even have recent videos, and sat on a panel with the creator of Sister Locks. I think on a mental health level and a psychological level, a lot of times we hold ourselves back. We're scared to ask people to support us. We are scared of being judged. But we deserve to be in a different space. Like, we are shrinking ourselves down for whatever reason. And social work business owners unite. Social work can look like anything, just like business can look like anything, just like law compare with a lot of things. Social work compare very well with a lot of different things. Art, I say Black women, Black men, hair, identity, body image, it pairs very well with that in my world, and entrepreneurship as well. So that was just kind of the way that I expressed wanted to help and empower, and and so I didn't have any like real script behind why I was gonna go live, but my spirit just kept saying go live and tell people about your YouTube channel. You are very close. I'm very, like, I was sharing my analytics with y'all. I used to not look at my analytics when I was making those controversial videos talking about in a very factual way about some differences with sister locks, what I was working to improve, the problems I was discovering, and why I was creating and terming micro locks. Um, I was getting a lot of heat and slack, and I was getting a lot of comments like, just, the trolls. But now I feel vindicated somewhat, because people are like, yeah, like I've had that experience. And I was like, but I was saying all these things. I was getting so much heat that I actually stopped looking at comments, because it was just like, who she think she gonna say this and she gonna say that, and now it's like everybody saying microlocks. But before, when I was saying it, that's she, that's just sister lot. It was a lot. And so when I was on that panel last month in California, if anyone follows my hair entrepreneurship and business, that was a very powerful moment, and me admiring another businesswoman who she's a doctorate in history, I believe, academia as well, and creating a hair empire, but also that inspired what I do, but also it brought out the reason why I'm glad I'm a social worker. It brought out a lot of other things when it comes to how people feel threatened, how we don't work together in ways we should, how it's just a lot. And I would love to continue those kind of conversations. And so I will expand the topics a bit more on my channel here. I do have another channel, but I'm really focused on this one, y'all, because um, y'all are watching this channel. And I find that we Black women find it hard. Some Black women, some certain spaces seem to find it hard to publicly support another Black woman. I don't know what that's about. But when I see the views and the hits on not just this YouTube, but like on my some of my pages that I have, lead pages, that like my landing pages for certain things, and I'm like, you kidding me? Like this 20,000 views or whatever, but this is 14,000, and I'm like, y'all are watching, people are liking, people are watching, they're subscribing. 62 more than usual every month. It's averaging like almost 150 new subscribers every month since I revived this channel, and so yeah, I can see all these views and stuff. That's my most viewed one. It was about a lot of problematic microlock methods, and it was a TikTok. Did I tell you about it? I accidentally put it as a short, and it cut off some of the TikTok, and people went in. This was a waste of my time, and and I was like, hold up. First of all, I made a mistake. I didn't understand shorts that well. So I'm gonna upload as a regular video. Like, chill out. I think there's much interesting in these. I know there is, in fact. Thank you. You said, look at that. About to start this network. Yeah. So I'm confident my monetization is gonna come back. Yes. 8 years of not having my channel demonetized, having the algorithm push me back. So when I was connecting with people I admire in the hair industry for many years who are, doing their thing, and they're like, oh, just finding out about me and things I was creating with microlocks. And I was like, well, I stepped away because I became unwillingly didn't want to become a single mother and have to be in survival mode, but I stepped away because I didn't have the time and energy and capacity to be doing YouTube videos and the way that I was doing it. I didn't have any strategy behind it. I was just doing videos. And I said, I stopped because I didn't have it in me. And YouTube took my money away, pushed my videos back. People did, still trying to get through the algorithm. So I was just like, don't stop though. I never stopped. And I don't care if my videos don't have, first of all, I don't compare because there's a lot of people that say things that people want to hear. But when you are a change agent, like a person that makes a big change, that presents information that's not always popular, but that is very impactful, you're not going to always be popular in that sense. I'm not going to just say things that I think people want to hear. I'll say things that I know will be beneficial. So I don't say that the things that I know are going to jack up people's hair that people are doing. I'll say other information, and it hits to the right people, and then they become more committed and dedicated, which translates to converted clients in the future. I've been following you, watching your YouTube for this year or that year. So it's just like, but I think what I'm asking y'all, first of all, I'm going to let y'all know about this YouTube channel, which again is Jessica, CEO, MBHC, Microlock Mastery. It looks like this. I'll try to put it in the comments when I'm done. Okay. If you want to follow, subscribe. I'm not really concerned right now. I'm just focusing on views because subscribers is not a thing. I want people to be able to see who are looking for this information to find it and to watch it. That is really it. Like I said earlier, I'm not trying to win a popularity contest. I'm trying to win an impactful, empowering, how can I maximize my passion and gifts contest? Not I don't yeah, I never was like that. I don't care. What did you say? Yeah, you said the best part of creating content. And then what else is there? Copyright content. Yeah. So that was pretty much it. I appreciate you watching. And if this stays up on YouTube, I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm trying to think. There's a couple of things I'm gonna be posting, but that's basically what I said. I didn't realize it was like gonna be such a personal story coming out of it. I was just gonna share with y'all. Oh look, y'all, I'm this close to being monetized. Can y'all just follow my channel? I was gonna just make a post and I was like, go live because maybe you can talk about the reason why you created the channel. Maybe you can talk about um, you know, whatever comes to mind, and then that's why I'm live now at 9:48 p.m. About to take it down, about to rest. And like I said, I would appreciate the watch outs. I think we're going to hit it. When we hit that first milestone of level, I'm going to be happy. And that will allow me to have memberships, super, what do you call it? Memberships, supers, and shopping. So I can put some of my if any items I have, I can put on there, but people can become members. And the memberships is going to be actually really dope because there's people that are like, watch all the videos, all the lives I've had, and they watch them and they're like looking for more content for free. And it's like I've given so much for free that I think that if I want to go a little level further, that the memberships would allow me to be able to put that information in there without you having to invest. You ain't got no hair. You don't have to. You don't even have to do all of that. You don't have to do that. So if there's other ways I can make this content relevant, and there are, because there's a lot of entrepreneur aspects, there's a lot of professionalism aspects we talk about as well. And just empowering, helping our people is very, very helpful. All right, y'all. So I thank you for commenting. I see Facebook is not commenting. You know what I noticed when I went live? Facebook is not showing my video. Facebook is not. Oh, shoot. Facebook is not showing my video. Okay, hold on, y'all. Facebook is showing it, but it's not showing it where I want it to be shown. So I'm changing the audience real quick. Oh, wow. I didn't even see all of your comments. Now I'm seeing your comments. Thank you, Pavali. Thank you, Pavali. I had not seen any of these comments from you. Jeez. Oh, you put the link there. Oh, thank you. Montaigne. I appreciate y'all. Oh, you had someone on Facebook, but it's not showing the comments. Oh, okay. The whole time you do encourage. Oh, you encourage me too. For real. I'm just like, there's so many you do. You just your drive. Drive is very evident. It's very like we can see your drive, and I think that's very inspirational. I think a lot of people are really inspired by people's drive more than they are their the success level we think that they want to see from us. I think we all inspire each other. I'm inspired by other people all the time. And so let's get to 3,000. Let me refresh this. Hold on. Let me save that number. But yeah, no, I was like, I'm not doing It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't show in real time. It doesn't show. Okay. Um, I was like, I'm not gonna do another YouTube video. What else I wanted to show y'all? They have real time analytics. I just want to see what it's gonna show me. Um, so I got a couple more news. I don't know what else I'm looking for on here. I don't know. Okay. All right. I do want to share if anybody wants to, can we do, I have a question. Can we do like, we can do joint YouTubes, right? Can we partner? If anyone wants to partner, I'm talking with other people about partnering on some other platforms. But what I do know about some of the strategy that I've been using to grow it, at least to what it, even though it's not a big, huge page, it has grown by over probably 2000. I don't know, it's more than double. It's doubled, a little bit more than doubled. And so since I started going back live, and there's some strategy that I have used where I link back, I'll do a live on a topic and then I'll do an email and I'll reference it back to the live, and that's really helped me. And then I just kept going. So who cares if there's only 500 views, 100 views, 30 views, one view? Well, you won't want one view, but who cares how many views? What really matters is how long people are watching, and who cares if there's no comments? The engagement does kind of help, but it doesn't. So I kind of was focusing on um, how long people are watching and how many people. And so you just get their eyes on the content. So incorporate that with your emails and your other strategies. Then just find ways to keep linking it back. So I have like landing pages all over the place and stuff like that. I don't know if that's helpful, but I was saying something to someone yesterday and they were like, "Oh, this is helpful." And I was like, "It is?" I said, okay, I think I'm gonna ask people to watch my content and just share some of the things I've been finding that works. But obviously the content needs to be what people want to watch, but you should know what you're saying. Like, I think what I've seen people do would be desperate, and they're doing this like, how to do this thing, like they're going to show you something that people charge for, like certain content in my course. I'm not going to show you a blow by blow on here, but I will show you and give you a lot of relevant information. And sometimes people could put things together and actually use the free information and dramatically enhance. But I think we don't want, I just look at what some people are doing and it screams like desperate for views, desperate for likes. And also sometimes the content is not even, they're showing you techniques that are not, it's hard to explain, but it's not hard to explain. I just don't want to sound negative. So I see like a lot of that. I'm like, what's their long-term goal in doing that? Just to have like a bunch of views, but that content, that information, the consistency, the authority. So I don't do those kind of things. And I did make some titles that look clickbaitish, but they actually are part of the video. Like for instance, some of my titles were, someone was like, "Is that clickbait?" I was like, "No, it's actually the shocking thing that was said to me on the Sister Lock panel." Like I'll it was shocking, and I went and I said what was shocking in the video, because I'm not gonna do that. I've learned a lot. I've learned people want their information on YouTube. They want it. They very much want they come from information. This is like a search engine. So if you're gonna say you're gonna give them information and you don't, people get pissed. So like the short that how you show you all your videos. Some of the title, oh, is a lives. It was some of my lives. So I go live more often than I do uploads, and I put like the shocking thing that was said to me. And so yeah, I'm not worried about not having as many views on them. Really, it's not that serious for me, because I already know I've been pushed back in the algorithm because I stopped making videos for a long time and I'm working my way back. So I already know that there's people that have so many other views because the algorithm keeps pushing them out, and they probably already met a certain like a milestone, whatever. So what's I'm gonna show y'all? Yeah, I simulcast content from the Facebook group. and onto the YouTube channels. Sometimes I'll just keep it in the Facebook group. So a lot of people have said they wanted to get their groups up. The Facebook group have been a part of a strategy with offering free training content, which grew that group a lot. In order to get in that group, you need to get their email. So you got to combine that. That's like the lead. There's a lot of strategies I put in place at once, and I noticed that it really dramatically grew things. And I still don't care about numbers being high. I care about the quality. So if I go show y'all my Facebook group behind the scenes, there's 250 people that are not getting in the group because they can't agree to group rules. They can't, and that's fine with me. People are like, let them in. I want to be different. And a part of me being me and honoring me is that I want quality people that I know. I don't ask people to write an essay to get in my group. I ask you to literally check a yes or a no that you agree to the rules, the email you used when you got that. If you came in one way, you had an email. If you didn't, put your email. And then, do you want to be a part of our network? Yes or no? And if people can't answer that, it's an impulsive. It tells me a lot about their character, maybe. And so maybe they didn't see it, but hopefully they can go back and answer the questions. If they don't, they're sitting outside the group. And sometimes I'll let people in that's incomplete if I notice that they've completed things in other ways, other areas. But I won't. I just value quality so much more. So I already know with that mindset, I'm not going to have necessarily million, or I don't know, maybe I will, but who knows? I'm not aiming to have a lot of people just to have a lot of people. I care about, are those people really genuinely interested in what I'm saying? Are they generally going to convert over? Do they value what I'm saying? Because they're going to do a little bit more to make sure that they're in and getting the information. And then, yeah, and I'm like, when people leave or unsubscribe, I'm like, bye. You weren't a part of, like, you're not the person for what I have, and that's okay. I'd rather you eliminate yourself in a peaceful way than, make comments and stuff like that. So, it's weird. Wait, let me see my shorts. I started to notice trends. I do know people want they may like certain topics. So I'm finding out what they like. Me being off YouTube and coming back was wild to see what people are doing, but I already know I'm not wavering in the kind of content I provide. So we're going to talk about these things. And so some people may say, "Oh, I like that." Okay, but then this content's not for you, and that's fine. Please, go ahead and support the pages with the big fluffy loose hair that's coming out, and that'll be a problem for people. But if you value me or you value my track record or value my information, so a lot of people were liking the hair, looking at the hair. So it's not, again, we're not in the tens of thousands of views, but I'm okay with that. As long as I see progress, I see they like my daughter's videos. This one is not even hair. This is me talking, but spirit moved in me. It was like, talk about people don't play. Like I tell, don't play in Black women's hair because you will get sued. Like other people will sue. Like people sue their stylists all the time. And if you don't want a problem, I want us to hold each other accountable and say, I'm going to invest in quality training. And that's when those are the videos I think that I'm looking now, and I haven't even looked at the numbers. I don't know why some go. Some don't even. It doesn't even make sense why some are higher and some are lower. But I don't stop. I know this one is. This probably that I don't even want to click on it because this is probably that TikTok with all them comments. I had to rip into people. I'm not Jessica of 20. What was it? 2010. I'm Jessica of 2023, grown woman, and so I started to talk back because some of the comments is like, "You wasted my time. You didn't explain it because it cut off." And I was like, well, first of all, some people are really nice. They were like, "Oh, hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for this information. But I noticed that it cut off right as you were about to say da, 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 da." I was like, "Oh, that's what was that." I was like, "Thank you so much for being so polite and considerate to let me know that my video cut off. I had no idea when I uploaded it." I said, instead, and then I went to the people that were following, like, "You wasted my time." And 5 other people said, "You wasted my time in this video." I'm like, the time it took for you to tell me I wasted your time on a 1-minute short. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wasted more time responding that instead of Like the video is uploaded, else it's linked in on my TikTok. It's like ways to like say, hey, where can I find the rest of the video? So I uploaded it, and I was just like, wasted your time. You coming here for free to get free info. And that's why you were on my channel. Like, I don't like how we see each other as something to take and grab info from for free. That's kind of a thing I have to deal with personally, but I do want to give people information in a free format. But I also have to tell people, like, I'm a whole human being. And so let's think about how we, I don't get a whole lot of negative, but because of the past, those videos that did go back in the day with all those comments, I was like, no, I'm not that same Jessica. So we're gonna talk back, and I will say your name, and I will look at your profile. I will see, let you know that there's a better way that you could respond if you want to continue to get content that is dramatically making your hair look fabulous for free, and helping you decipher through this information, because I'm going to put some more videos about my history I've passed with coining and creating the micro locks. Like, it's such a big thing that and a lot of people are like, I don't think people really know and credit you, like I had an issue with that as well. So now I'm like, the more you just create content and continue to give information that is factual and that is helpful and that is based in truth, based in knowledge, that will stay. I'm just looking at some of this for the first time. Okay. All right. I can't stand shameless, desperate acting content creators. Oh, thank you. Yeah, not desperate. I don't have to do this. Like, I could have abandoned this YouTube channel. I totally started YouTube for fun. Y'all, did I show you? Okay. I don't want to look at the video. I was going to show you the thumbnail because I don't want to look at the video. It's going to make me go, ooh. But I started to just talk about what I wanted to. I was like, YouTube, oh, I could do stuff on my hair. I was growing. I had my business, my side hustle, and that's how I did it. I did not think twice. I didn't know what I was doing either, because I did a video where I said installing extensions, right? But what I did was show y'all after I did it, and people were mad. People, I don't know if they were mad, but I saw like a couple of thumbs down, because it was like they wanted me to show them how to do it. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to show you the step by step, because I had a training program at this time. But I was just kind of showing the results of my work. And I remember I was like, oh, they were looking for me to do step by step. So then when I came, I said, well, I can show them what I feel comfortable showing them. And so I talked about locking tools. I showed them spirals and curls and crinkles. I did 2 parts here, which this is crazy, but this is still the same way I do it. And I was telling people, if y'all want to scroll down and see how I do it for free, I charge. This is a course that I charge for. You can learn for free, but I don't think people want to go back. This one, the 52K, woo, child, this is that controversial video. Microlocks are not just another word for sister locks, because I was not a part of the company. So I was explaining to them what I was creating when I was creating microlocks. And because I need to put more voice to this story, people don't necessarily know that I started the trademarking process for this word. And I was very, very close to, but I didn't have enough support. So I was speaking as if I was going to complete this process. And so people didn't understand that. And then that was the controversial from the people only thinking that the only way to create small locks was through sister locks. And I was like, no, it's not the only way you can create small locks. And actually, I'm actually strengthening and repairing a lot. So let me tell you guys this info. And that's when I started talking about how the locking tool can affect your hair. Why I called them in the history of my company's use of the word. This is what I was talking about 10 years ago. I might have been pregnant with Nubia. I don't know. But I feel like I stopped making videos. You can see a hard stop for 4 years or a couple of years. And it was just like, I just look at the trends. I don't know why I'm just showing you. I'm looking at a lot of this the first time myself right now. Anyway, if you know anybody that are starting this process that you may want to, I have people that support and advocate for me and are actually angry for me about what they see. I'm like, keep pointing people to the channel. I'll take the heat. I've been fighting and slaying and cutting off head like about microlocks for so long. And there's some things in the works behind the scenes I'm not going to share publicly yet that are really is really exciting to really continue to talk about this branding I was doing. Although it's very saturated on YouTube now, there was a time where it was very little to none. It was me talking about it, and I don't know who else was using the word. But the way I was talking about microlocks was new and brand new, which is why that video I have 52K views because people are like, "What is she talking about? Aren't they the same thing?" And I was like, "No, honey, they're not the same, but they're very similar." And that's when I started to slow down and I got pregnant and I stopped. And my monetization went and got pushed back, and all the DIYs, everyone came up to the front and they were doing all, experimenting and doing all these interesting things that were getting views. And I think some people know how that story can go. If you're a woman and you've had your passions put on hold, or you had to change direction, or you've had to feel like, I can't, like, am I ever going to have that dream fulfilled? Because, I have to stop and go into survival mode, and I don't even want to be in survival mode. People dealing with a lot. People dealing with a lot of things that they don't share. I get that. Let's do a doc in the future. There's a lot that's going to be. But here's the thing that I think I keep feeling to say. As we evolve and as we get more confident, keep going for your passions. And a part of YouTube is a big part of my, like, it's just kind of, you can see how something was going on. Like, something's going on in her life. Like, why is she not making videos? Like, it was something that was very stressful for me, but it also provided for me in Nubia. And so now we are this close to starting back. So after the subscriptions, the next thing that happens is I can get the ads back. The ads is what was paying me. The subscriptions didn't exist when I was monetized back then. This is, I guess, something that YouTube has rolled out through the years. But what they've done now is they've given milestones in different levels. So apparently you meet this first level. They make it a little bit, I guess, easier after I hit that 3,000. Now, in order to get ads, I got to hit 4,000, which I'm confident that will happen within 365 days. You only need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. So I already had 1,000 all those years ago. I was Ma, you can't see this little screen. I always keep it little. What's that saying? It's cool to talk back as long as you talk to the positive folks the same. Yes, always. Actually pay attention more to the positive, but sometimes people make a comment and it's just so off. It's just like, she ain't telling y'all nothing. And I'm like, a lot of us who can relate, there's so many gifted people with unique passions that I think were divinely ordained to them, right? In the way that it's given to them, right? We can do similar things, but there's a particular way that you do what you do. Gotta make myself big for this. Spirit, come speak to me. And you are supposed to be in a different space, but for whatever reason, you're not there yet, or you're not fully there yet. And to have people talk to you as if you are haven't made the contributions, put in that work, those sleepless nights, blood, sweat, and tears into what you were passionate about, and talk to, reduce you down, because that's how they feel about themselves. But sometimes it hits and it's like, whoa. Kings and queens don't get talked to like minions. You know what I mean? Like, how if you are in that space of your passion, your gifts, and your knowledge, I feel like you are in a stature of like some type of divine royalty. Like, your stuff. This is what you were given and gifted with. Here comes someone. She ain't telling y'all nothing. Meanwhile, their hair is looking like, they're doing all types of things, they're exploiting people, whatever they're doing. And you're like, I'm not gonna sit here quietly. And I said, first of all, and I pushed back and said that this was a mistake. Did not know or did not upload the whole video. But if you had talked to me, talked to some, I don't know what I said, but I said something basically like with more respect, or just told me and informed me, as opposed to trying to troll me or try to play me so you can get some likes. because then here gone other people liking. So you're not gonna get a whole group of people to go on someone's post of information that you desperately wanted and go ahead and start saying and start trying to play that. So that was what kicked up in me. I was just like, no, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this. There's a better and nicer and more effective way to that's a human being. I hope people know I'm not a robot. Like, I'm a person that makes the video, posts the video, I'm in the video. And so I'm not one of those automated YouTube channels where you could just say anything and people aren't going to say anything back. You're saying it directly to me. I see it. And I know I look at your page and I'll respond. Half the time they don't have videos. Half the time they don't have a profile picture. So we're not doing this. They get you to get your minions to come like, and YouTube enjoys moving the goalposts. Yes. You're in the world state when you're moving in your purpose, for sure. Yes. And so some, there's things I don't respond to, there's things you ignore. But oh child, I didn't know I was gonna talk so much. It really did do a lot. I wasn't in a strong enough mental state at the time to deal with those comments on those mini viral videos back in the day. The couple ones I was showing y'all. I was like, every time I got the alert on my phone, I was like, dang, I'll open it up, I'll read it. How's she gonna tell this? And I'm like, y'all didn't even know the word microlocks existed in this sense before you had her. Like, it wasn't a common thing. So now, as I'm telling y'all about the origin of what was happening behind the scenes, you don't understand or believe. And so it's like, it was just interesting and try to assert your the knowledge of something that people were new to hear about, and they're like not believing it or understanding it until later. And they're like, oh wait. Make a playlist on your page with your content and some bigger channel videos. Oh, okay. I did that. I did this. Well, did I? Yeah, let me show you what I did. I only did 2 because I started studying it, go to the YouTube University for their YouTube, not YouTube University. And I went to, so when you go on my page, you will see like the playlist that I have now is just like my interviews. I think I call it interviews. But she told me that I could download and place this as my own video, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, that doesn't download it to my computer. That downloads it to, the download section. Shoot. So I like that interview and I wanted to like show that, but there's like, that's the only playlist that I have public. I think I may have like, I have playlist. I have some of these are private. Money affirmations and hypnobirthing. And so I don't know how to make, I don't even want these to be public. I don't even know how to get rid of these. Maybe I could just delete these. So I'll do it later. Okay, that's good to know. So definitely gonna up. And the thing is that interesting is that as I get more serious about like, okay, if y'all give me some, watch the videos and I hit that 3,000, and then I start to hit the 4,000, get back into monetization, I will then, that helps me invest in making better quality videos and invest in making better, putting more into the channel, because it comes from, I don't know, that's not what I'm going to show y'all. It comes from being about fun into like now being about like people taking the content seriously. So I'm going to make sure that I give the value. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be getting up in the morning and I'm going to look. So y'all remember 2794. Hopefully it's over 2,800. And then we're going to be there. Okay. That's all I wanted to show y'all. What'd you say? Playlist of my content. Yeah, those are the playlists you feature. Don't delete the other playlists, just make them private. So I did make the money affirmation ones private. I got to get better with that. Okay. So I'll make some playlists. So I think what you're saying also, like if I have the hair videos, right? But I can do like a playlist on hair coloring, thinning hair, whatever. Like I'll figure out major things and not make the playlist. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Um, ooh, I can't wait. Sometimes I want to share the whole story. There's so much going on right now, y'all, too. I don't really feel like putting my business out, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes being a mom to a child and having um there's a lot of us that want to make our way, want to make our own way. We have to. Like success is not an failure is not an option. And so if we can make our own income streams, if we have value to give to people, especially if we have value to give to people, helping people grow, like that's where we need to be right now. I mean, I can't judge anybody if they want to make funny because I think there's a place for humor. I think there's a place for silly. I love following creators that do silly skits. I love that. It gives me a laugh. And then I know there's people that do other stuff that helps. So I feel like as long as it gives value to that person, it helps them, that's what I want. But I don't really like channels that are negative, that I don't really, yeah, like doing too much talking about people negatively. Not really empowering. I don't follow any of those podcasts on relationships that talk about the black women negatively or black men negatively. I don't do that either. Okay. Make a playlist with your vids and some vids from popular channel. Oh, you did that. It helps people find me. Oh, how? Wait, just take a video that may not be I don't know. Oh, I know what you're saying. Okay. Okay. I could make some dope playlists. Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to use that strategy. But the under all the strategies, the biggest thing is just going out there with content. It is always good to strategize and make sure the content information. So I started doing like outlines, and I didn't do one for this one though because I just wanted to let y'all know to watch. But normally it'd be like it would be what and I this is what I found also. I don't need to be like anybody else. Like I don't need to do. You stick to one format or a format that works for you. That's more successful than trying to like jump around and do what you think people want. You're not gonna see me like. Sometimes I see people doing stuff because other people do it. And it's just like, why? Like, I don't know how to say it. I don't think there's anything wrong with dancing and stuff, but like, if it's not me, you're not gonna see me like, like I might do like silly stuff if I'm just it's a part of my thing, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stick to the things that I feel are consistent for me. That was creative. What was creative? You even had the pandemic party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was fun. That was fun. I'm gonna do some more real stuff, but I do want to do some more virtual, like for people who can't make it. Yeah, that was fun. It's still on my. Is it still on my channel? Oh, it would be under the live section. I think. I think that's on my channel. Okay, so this is how it helps to search. I'm going to use music as an example. Say I'm a no-name rapper that raps about women. I can make a playlist. Oh, with LL Cool J and my songs too. Oh, okay. Hey, Aries. Okay. So my content is so niche, but I'm particular. um, the people that I have to see if they have YouTube channels. I don't align with. I'm gonna stop speaking stuff out. I'm gonna be quiet with that. There's just certain things that are being done in this niche because um that aren't necessarily things I would align with, and also is a little sensitive to me because of what I was branding and what people have defined. It kind of contradicts, so I have to be very careful about what videos I can even choose from that are relevant. So if someone searched L Cool J, sometimes YouTube will allow them to click on the video, but on your play. Oh, okay. Okay. That's a good idea. Thank you for sharing that. I hope that was helpful for anybody that was watching. Um, I want to use content that's valid. I don't, my personality, maybe I need to break out of this. I didn't care about who was popular even in school, even in my youth. Like I didn't really like I don't do clicks. Oh, I don't do clicks. What? I don't need to compete. Like I felt like I was always running my own race and I didn't want to do something because it was popular. I'm gonna, that's just how I thought. And I'm a little bit of a rebel. So don't tell me what to do or think or who to like. I want to do it on my own. I don't know if that helps or hinders me, but I see how my personality plays out and how I approach business, good or bad, which is why I tell people like when we got a lot of stuff, like therapy is helpful because I could pick through my stuff. Why was I so sensitive to hearing criticism? Or why, like things that were blocking me because it came from somewhere else. So I get deep because as therapist, social worker, but it's very valid too, because there's some things that I'm going to do naturally that might be very helpful. And there's things I'm going to do naturally that might be not helpful. And so I would need to know and things I need to overcome in order to get to that next level of success. And so I've done a lot of inner work on certain things that I don't share. Well, I share some things with y'all. But business is very tricky, especially when you're very passionate about it. You know how even artists, you get really sensitive about something that you help create or you created, even if you couldn't legally protect it in certain ways. So that's where I was in that space. I was like, there's a whole thing I built on this and people use that to create. And it was just like a lot of miscommunication and things that happen, and like it's just a lot, but it's getting cleared up. I'm no cloud chaser either, so I get that, but we fighting with handcuffs on in the social media space. Yeah, and I always tell people be the beacon of morals, be the beacon of knowledge, be the foundation. Don't be scared to be it. Don't be scared to be unpopular. If I know that it's going to help people potentially, like when I'm in a hair space and people are doing crazy things, right? Oh, it's so cool. They got a lot of likes, right? A strong demeanored, a strong character person will not just jump on that because they want a lot of likes. They'll say, I've dealt with fixing that. I've dealt with women crying because their hair got messed up, losing money. I don't need to jump on that to get my prosperity. But there's some that are like, well, hey, let's go for it. Let's go for it. So you got to kind of be clear about what your core values are, no matter what. Even as a therapist, there's certain things I know I'm good at, and there's certain things I'm not. I'm not going to pretend and take clients that I know are not suited for me because I want the money. That's going to harm them, and it's not going to be a good reflection of my skills. So, we are specific about what we stand for. If there's a population of people that we don't desire to work with for whatever reasons, don't take those, you don't have to misrepresent yourself or push beyond things that you don't value, that go against your values in any niche, in any business, in any industry. And I think that you cannot ever go wrong with honoring who you are, if it's for the good and betterment of you and other people, those characteristics about yourself that are in that way. So basically, you don't need to be a copycat. You don't need to be swaying in the wind of what's popular and what's not. You can be innovative. You should be innovative. You should pay attention to the direction of what's happening and be a valuable contribution to that. And that's where I always am. And so I'm like, I'm not going to say and put videos on my channel or align myself with influencers because some people really kill me. I got 12K on YouTube and like I had an affiliate manager working with me. She helped me try to build up this affiliate marketing thing, and she found these people, and I already was like, Lord, I don't know, because people get a lot of views and likes, but talking about craziness. And then one person connected, and oh God, I hope she's not watching. Sorry. But it was very much like, wanting stuff for free. It was just like, I don't know. It didn't sit right with my spirit. I was like, I can't really kiss up to. I can respect and admire and strategically partner, but I will not kiss up or because you got a lot of likes and views. I don't care because your likes and views don't necessarily mean your quality. So I don't care. On the positive side, Are there any people doing good work in mental health or hair that, yes, yes, thank you for saying that. There is some people that are on my list that I want to reach out that are doing great work in the areas of hair, mental health, community work, beauty and hair that I absolutely admire and absolutely want to work with. I hope she's not watching. Sorry. No, I don't know. Probably not watching. Maybe they are. I don't even think I said enough to have anybody think it was them I was talking about. But I'll just say that I feel like I won't ever. That's a part of me that's not going to change. It's not negotiable. I don't. I'm not easily impressed by superficial. I see, and I've seen people, family, friends, are not trying to impress with cars and things, and I'm just like, so how's your passion going? Like, which did you get enrolled in this course in school you wanted to go to? Are you how's that business start up? Like, I don't care about you driving a luxury car to pull up to a place you rent. I don't care about this expensive big diaper bag, but you're struggling. Like, I don't care about the vanity cosmetic, uh, vanity match, like things that you show me on a superficial. I want to know: are you doing something that fulfills you? Are you being supported? Like I don't. Yeah. So that's just never gonna end with me. Don't dwell on it. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Numbers and clout. Okay, yeah, we got over that, but it's deep thing we have to explore. Yes. So for those who are tuning in, I'm just rambling right now. Ja or Montaigne, aka Montaigne, is one of the people, one of the two people that reached out to me after I went live the first time at home because I was like, is nobody watching? Nobody's commenting. There's like, oh, I was gonna comment. I was like, I just ended it, but here's the YouTube channel. I want y'all to share. Jessica CEO MBHC my Glock Mastery because I'm so close to getting my monetization back. I want to get. I just want to create content. Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm gonna make a whole plan. 2024 is gonna be amazing. What are y'all plans for 2024? Are you? Do y'all hear that? What? Hell no. I don't know what that was. My window is open. It was just a screen. I'm hitting the radiator with my chair. Oh my gosh. What was that? It was like fighting two little like possums or something fighting. It didn't sound like a cat. I don't know what animal that was. I like what you said. In the end, we still gotta reach. That was not a car. It was animals right 10 to 5 feet away from my window, scratching at each other. I mean, I'm not opening the window so they could come to the window screen and scratch it open and come here. My cat actually comes in through this window. I lift up the screen. She probably is outside. Maybe that was my cat fighting the animal. Oh no. So a lot of times I'll be on live streaming and my cat, we sitting here in the window scratching. And we got all types of wildlife here. So I'm hoping we want to hear more. No. my cat, so she's a beast. She kills anything. She kills squirrels, big swallow. I'm not worried about her being hurt. I don't know what that was though. Actually, no, my cat's right here. No, so that wasn't my cat. I forgot she was right here. No, my cat's right here. She's sleeping right there under the table. What else I want to say? All right, okay. I don't see who. Yes, do I see who subscribes? I think I could see a list of subscribers. I'm gonna look at the list and follow back the people, follow people back, and then I wanna. Yeah, there's some things I want to do. So if y'all want to subscribe, I'm gonna find your names from I think you already subscribed, John Logic. If I don't subscribe to you, I'm gonna subscribe to you. Make sure I do that. And then that is it. All right. Y'all have a good night. I stayed on long. I did it. I did it. I came back. And I'm going to surrender that this video is going to hopefully reach people in a positive way. Whatever positivity can be taken out of the video that is helpful for people. I'm going to share my whole story. There's a whole craziness behind the scenes over these 10 years. So this is actually kind of therapeutic for me too, because it's like, yeah, it's a lot that's happened in this time frame. A lot of change. When I look at the video and I look at myself 10 years ago and now, I mean, of course, I've gotten older, so I should look different, but it's just like, oh yeah, I have my popular videos here. Like, look at it. I'm not clicking. I don't want to see the comments, but y'all can click on it. I just don't want to go back down there. Answering common questions. Again, micro size, micro locks. My thing I was building and still very passionate about, clearly over 15 years. So if you have an interest, a niche, a passion, if it's not on YouTube, fine. Whatever platform, whatever way you express it. You are here to express it. Don't worry about, do not worry about little minor things about who doesn't like. Everything is not for everybody. It's always going to be somebody that doesn't like something. Always going to be somebody that it's not for. So just connect with your audience, and they are waiting for you, and they want to be gifted by you, even though they may not realize it subconsciously. They're waiting for you to come and give them this information or impact them in this way that you have. So I'm saying that to myself as well. And yeah, amen. Amen. Yeah, look at their videos. You cannot sub to everyone. No. And you can also unsubscribe and get a thicker skin if you're doing this as business, because when you have to look at your analytics and I see unsubscribe, even my email list, I see unsubscribe. Sometimes I see the name and I'm like, oh, she unsubscribed. It's like, whatever. I've had to have other business people who are in a multiple 7 figures say, those aren't your people. Then don't worry about that. Like, don't worry about it. You can't get caught up by stuff like this. Don't worry. Show up. There's people that can relate to my journeys. People that have been through their own journey, and they look different, and their size is different, and whatever they've been through, similar stories. And to see you showing up, to see me showing up, actually can be very inspirational for people. And people try to get, I'm this. I'm like, girl, I've been through that too. Like, that doesn't stop your shine. I always have a trouble ending a damn live stream or a video. So, we're going to end it with amen. Okay. Y'all have, amen, Ashe. You have a good night. And thanks y'all for listening. And if you want to help me meet my 3,000, I am few hours of watch hours away from my first level monetization coming back. This is, I think, money that opportunities that open back up for me and Nubia. I say me and Nubia now because she had been a part. I was my last monetized. She was an infant, and now she's 10, and we would like to continue to support all the hard work that we do. What'd you say? Yeah, I do. I have a lot of good people subscribe to you. That's why I have the way. I'm not scared to be about quality, because the people that do subscribe to you, to me, like, there's people that we attract. We can just have good people. And so I know I'm very appreciative of all the good people. Very good appreciative of all y'all watching, because you even sat here, you're watching me now on a Wednesday night at 10:35. Okay, y'all.